cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Texas. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time, he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Ewers. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'll lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So the Memphis Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try to run it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that he's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Second down coming up.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First down for this offense. On the option. The pitch. At the 20, he's got space. And down, Tiger. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Texas.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He's got his man. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. After the last run, if you just give it to him again on 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Number 39, on to punt it away.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. On the option. Now the pitch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a set.
He's taking the shot. He's got it down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They want to get this defense on its heels. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, just keeps firing. Touchdown, Memphis! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Sliding off the defender. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Ewers. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Memphis 35, Texas 3.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. The Longhorns will move the sticks with the first down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Quick step and go. And the ball slipped out. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field.
Green 25.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Fires on the move. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Quickly to the tight end. And more yards after contact. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. 691, looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Blue. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Making the run. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to end. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making.
Wide open, he makes the catch. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 12.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That one's going to get a little star marking decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that.
Texas.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for room. It's Blue. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Texas.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Complete out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Memphis offense will take over.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense set on 1st down. The lone back's got it. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the tailback. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Couldn't better field position for this offense. To the air, it's Ewers. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Keeps it going. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Trying to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football.
Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back. and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this.
More passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first conversion.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football.
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the full dive and grab down the left side.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
To the air on first down. Keeps the play going. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us.